Moving on to East Africa, where a political crisis is unfolding in the world's youngest nation, which is now threatening a peace deal that had helped stabilize South Sudan following a deadly civil war. Now, authorities in South Sudan, led by President Salva Kiir, have arrested several key allies of the country's first vice president, Riek Machar, further deepening tensions between the two leaders who have shared a fragile power-sharing agreement since 2018. South Sudanese forces detained the petroleum minister, as well as the deputy head of the army earlier this week, without providing any official explanation. They also placed senior military officials loyal to Machar under house arrest. Now, meanwhile, Machar's residence in the capital of Juba was also surrounded by the army. The report suggests that he had been able to travel to the office without obstruction. The arrests come amid heavy fighting in recent weeks in the strategic northern town of Nasir, which is close to the border with Ethiopia. Clashes have erupted between the government forces and the White Army militia, a loosely organized group mostly comprising armed Nuer, the ethnic group to which Machar belongs. The White Army previously fought alongside Machar's forces during the civil war between 2013 and 2018 that had pitted them against the predominantly ethnic Dinka troops loyal to President Kiir. In the government's first comments since the arrests, the information minister accused forces aligned with Machar of working with the White Army militia to attack a military garrison near the town of Nasir. However, he insisted the government remained in full control of the situation.
The government is in full control of the situation, and we are in the process of addressing the situation in Nasir. Number two, my advice to the public is that they should not listen and be agitated by this negative propaganda, which is going on in the social media. We'll make sure that the agreement is implemented in letter and spirit so that we go for elections.
South Sudan, which gained independence from Sudan in 2011, descended into a brutal 5-year civil war just 2 years later. A 2018 peace deal ended the fighting, bringing Kiir and Machar together in a fragile power-sharing government. But key elements of the agreement remain unfulfilled, including the drafting of a new constitution, the unification of armed forces, and holding long-delayed elections. The government has already postponed polls until 2026, citing a lack of funds despite the country's vast oil wealth. Tensions between Kiir and Machar have escalated in recent months, raising concerns about the future of the peace process. Last week, a United Nations report accused South Sudan's political and military elites of fueling violence and instability for their own interests. The report followed several political moves by Kiir, described by analysts as attempts to consolidate his position and sideline Machar. Last month, Kiir fired 2 of the 5 vice presidents in his unity government without consulting other stakeholders. He also removed the governor of Western Equatoria State, which is a member of Machar's party. So, with arrests, political reshuffles and renewed fighting in the north increasing, fears are growing that South Sudan could once again be on the brink of a deadly conflict.
Merci beaucoup. Hi, how are you?
Very well, thank you.
Thank you for being here.
Namaste, Mr. President.
Bharat Kelogon, Komeri Namaste.
How many people generally follow you in interviews?
Typically in a month, we have viewers up to 150 million. That's more than twice the population of France. And in the last 2 years, we had 3 billion viewers. So I say, Lohon, this is your chance to be famous. You're on Firstpost. One word to describe your equation with Prime Minister Modi.
Amitié.
As India and France work together, are you creating a new era of non-alignment in the technology space?
India is a training superpower. 1 million engineers a year, more than all of Europe and the US combined. So we have that partnership. We have a partnership on the environment and the economy. We also have civilian nuclear programs, and that is something we've developed far beyond the France-India relationship. So we want to work together on AI.
And then comes China with its DeepSeek, creating models at a fraction of the cost. Did that innovation take you by surprise? Did that breakthrough make you sit up and think, what did the Chinese do and how?
But what did DeepSeek do? They took everything that was already available from the last AI model, and then they recalibrated it.
So are you going to ban Chinese AI in France?
So we don't have this American approach of banning tech because of where it comes from.